Yo, welcome to another episode of the Styles Cast. It's me, Styles, episode 7, right here on the Styles Cast. Last week I said I was gonna make sure I keep it up, and that's what I'm doing. So we here back to back weekends, with some updates. So let's get into these Chicago Cubs. I know I gotta talk about the NBA, the Bulls Summer League going on right now as well. But like I like to do, start with the Cubs because they the most current team right now playing in the summertime. So fresh off the All Star break, take two or three from the Twins to start off the second half of the season. So that's good. But like I said last week, we winning these games, but we ain't making up no ground on the Brewers, so I guess we are the wild card Cubs as today. We ain't making up no ground. I think we still 6 games out versus the Brewers at this very moment. But at least they took two or three. I would have preferred the sweep for the Twins because they the Twins, but I'll take two or three. Some standout things for me. To start off the second half. I ain't said anything this whole time since I started recording. You know me, man. If you don't know me, but now you know. If I like a player, call me biased, whatever you want to call me. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna really say nothing about them for real, for real. If they struggling, I gotta wait for them to pull it off and trust that their history of them playing it everything weighs out. And my boy Nico, he's heating up. He's finally heating up. The average got up to 245 this weekend. I know he playing the Twins. But hey, the Chicago media can praise Bregman and Swain for going crazy versus some bum teams. I can praise Nico Horner for going crazy versus a bum team. So 9 hits for Nico Horner in the series. He's on fire, smacking the ball around. And I think Council hearing me on the podcast, Pedro Ramirez finally played 2 games in a row. Yesterday, I want to say what he do yesterday. He went two for three yesterday, and today two for four today. So he's hitting the ball. Like I said, man, I'd rather watch Pedro play. I'd rather watch Alcantara play. I'd rather watch Matt Shaw play before I gotta keep watching Conforto. So I'm happy to see Pedro got some opportunities to play this weekend. I hope they keep that up. It's too much overexposure with Conforto. I don't give a damn what he does. I just rather see the young guys play, man. You see other teams let their young guys play. Why can't we let the young guys play? So we I'm happy to see that. And then last week I went on a rant talking about Bregman being a slap hitter. I'm happy he stepped it up a little bit. Although he played bum teams, hit a home run today versus the Twins. Hit 2 home runs last weekend versus the Reds. So that's good to see. He's finally earning his money. I ain't gonna praise a nigga that making $35 million. He's supposed to do that. You making $35 million? That's what you're supposed to do. He's up to 10 home runs on the season, so that's a good thing as well. We got a big week coming up. I know we gotta handle some business. We got the Tigers coming in tomorrow to start a series with the Tigers, and then to round out the week. We go on the road. We go to Pittsburgh for the weekend. So we got Pittsburgh next weekend, and we in St. Louis during the week next week as well. So those are some big games as well. So you want to make sure you beat the Tigers. You want to take 2 or 3 from the Tigers, or you want to sweep the Tigers. But I know the Tigers been hot, so it should be a pretty good series this weekend, or this week I should say. That's about it on the Cubs at this very moment. The trade deadline's around the corner, so we're gonna see who gets traded. Like I said last week, I hope Alcantara gets traded because he's never gonna get an opportunity. And then they like to play the blended nigga game. When he does do something, they'll pull out the blended nigga card, and as you get one blended nigga card throughout the whole year. I should say you get two. You get 2 blended nigga cards. Once you use one blended nigga, you can't blame a nigga. You better be real dicey about how you use your last card for the year to blame a nigga. So, more to come with the Cubs. Way to start the All-Star break the right way. Coming out the All-Star break the right way, I should say. So let's see how they do this week versus the Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates this weekend. So we'll have more of them coming up next week and see how my energy is next week. So let's move on to the Bulls. Caleb Wilson is looking like the real deal. I'm happy to see that he is looking like the truth. been dominating all summer league. I am very happy to see that he's been playing in summer league games as well. He didn't play last game. I think he's done for the rest of the summer league. He didn't play the other night, so he's done. But I think he's played like 4 games in summer league. While the other top picks they ducked him. They ain't play him. They set versus the Bulls. So it's good to see Caleb got that competitive mentality. He want to play. He want to dominate. He want to show he's the best player in the draft. And he actually looking like the best player in the draft. So I'm very encouraged by that. One thing I will say about the Bulls, man, for real. There's some other takeaways I'll take away from the summer league. Dailyn Swain. I need to see more, my guy. I need to see way more. I wasn't really impressed with him. I know they talked him up after we took him at 15, but I haven't seen too much. They want to make him a point guard. It took him like 2 or 3 games into the summer league to finally to learn to pass out when you're driving into the paint. He was driving to the paint, getting to the paint, getting blocked. But he as the summer league went on, he understood to pass out to your open teammates and let them get a chance to make a shot. Sometimes they may make them, sometimes they won't. So that was good to see him do that. But besides that, I need to see way more. I don't see a jump shot. So I'm questioning, man, if the slap stuff getting to BG head. I think so. We gonna see though. We gonna see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Swain goes crazy during the regular season and calms my worries, because right now I kind of wish that the Bulls actually took Carr from Baylor, the Lakers pick. I actually wish they took him over Swain, but they didn't take him. They didn't take him. They took Dailyn Swain over Cameron Carr. And Carr has been looking the part. I feel like Carr would have been a perfect pick for us at 15. He's exactly what we needed. We need a shooting guard that can shoot. I don't think we have enough shooters on the team. I think we're going to definitely get out and run. Like I said, I think we'll definitely be Lob City 2.0, but I think we need way more shooting. So more to come with Swain. Let's hope and pray that that jump shot gets thrown in the fire and blown up, and he comes out with a new jump shot. Be more aggressive on when he has the ball offensively too. He wasn't looking for a shot too much. Outside of just driving the ball, he wasn't looking to shoot. So I definitely have to see more from Swain. Now, as far as Noah Essengue, another project. The Bulls got 2 projects this year. We got 2 projects. The one, Noah, drafted by Arturis and his crew last year. He missed all last year with the shoulder surgery he had. He's getting a chance to play in the summer league. He showed some flashes defensively. I give him that. I know one game he had like 4 or 5 blocks. He could definitely alter some shots at the rim. He can definitely get steals. But he definitely needs to get stronger. Work on his body. Work on his handle. Work on his shooting. Work on his offensive game as a whole. But the jury is definitely still out. Like I said, another project. He's still only 19 years old. Now he's 6'11". We just want to see way more from Swain and Noah. I think we get some more from them. I feel way more confident. My only hope is the Bulls don't fuck this up with Caleb Wilson, because I really do think we have something special with Caleb Wilson. So we gonna see where that goes with the Bulls, and how everything shakes out during the regular NBA season. And hope that Noah can get into the rotation and show enough to stay in the rotation, and hope that Swain can do something as well to give us some confidence. Because let's be honest with you, the Caleb Wilson pick wasn't that hard. I know that if Arturis and them, if they would have had the 4th pick, they definitely probably wouldn't have taken Caleb Wilson. So I give BG credit for taking Caleb Wilson for that part. But everything else we're gonna see, man, because they with the Swain pick, and then also trading the 2nd round picks for just cash. It kind of seems like it made me rub me the wrong way. Things that make you go, because the Ryan Door claim they about winning, they want to do change the organization around, but then they do stuff like this, trading 2nd round picks for money. So I'm not too sure if I take them for their word. And then besides that, more NBA. We still waiting on Bron, to make a decision about where he gonna go. That nigga gonna drag all day long. He love all this attention. I'm not too sure what that nigga gonna do once he's done playing the NBA because he's not gonna have all the attention that he's used to. And then one more thing before we move on to the NFL. Man, bro, I would love to see that the NBA cut all this NBA parody stuff out, bro. At first, initially, I was kind of interested in the idea of doing, of the change that they were implementing. But now, as we sit back and watch and watch and watch, it's I don't like it. I'm not a fan of saying, the cool thing, everybody has a chance to win thing. That sounds cool, but also that you're also killing teams that draft their players and they have a group of guys together for X amount of years. They may win a championship. The next, they got to break it up because it's no more team bonding anymore. It's all about the new NBA. Is all about salary dumps, and I'm definitely disappointed in the player association for going this route. I know CJ Cullen was definitely one of the head honchos of leading this new NBA parody. But I hope the players wake up, when the next time they come to the table to negotiate with the owners and change this, man. Some of this stuff got to be changed. It's not right. As we just saw, Jaylen Brown got traded just last week or 2 weeks ago because NBA parity. They ain't want to be stuck with two major contracts taking up their whole salary cap. So hope we get some changes. Hope the players show some fight and cut this out, bro. We definitely need some changes. But besides that, hopefully by the next time I do this podcast, we will know where LeBron is going, and then I'll have some thoughts on that. Because, like I said, if he go to the Cavaliers, if he go back home, I don't really think he really want to win. And then going to the Heat, the Heat need, I think the Heat need guard play. Like I said, I said it on this show. They need some guard play. I was hoping that they were able to get Anthony Simons, but he ended up going to the Sixers. There's not really any guards out there for real. I know they drafted the one guard in the second round. I know they liked him. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. But I really do hope that they're able to get some guard play. Like I said, I'm not too sure if I'll take them serious to win this year without that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see where LeBron goes. The attention's on you, LeBron. So do us all a favor and make a decision. Now, NFL training camp is around the corner, about 2 weeks out. So we about to get picking up on the Bears. I want to do something where I'm on here consistently every week when the Bears season get going and talk about a lot of Bears football. So we're gonna see how the season going. I still do feel good about my Bears. I'm hoping for another big step for Caleb Williams, which I think we will see. I think we have a superstar. So the elevator only gonna go up with Caleb Williams. Now I know during the a month or 2 months ago maybe we talked a little bit about Myles Garrett getting traded to the Rams. Now there's been reports about Aaron Donald possibly coming out of retirement. I hope if he does come out of retirement, he comes at the end of the year. Give yourself some time to get implemented for the season. You don't want to come back beginning of the year and then you gotta do all the stuff that comes with football as preparing for the season. So give your body enough time. You ain't played in a couple years. Give your body enough time to be ready to play and give your all in those last couple of weeks for the season. Now, once the season really gets going, we're going to really dive into the NFL as a whole. Man, I may even talk some fantasy football on here with y'all. But we're going to see, man. But other than that, man, that was just a quick episode, episode 7 here on the Styles Cast. Like I always say, after every episode, make sure you like, subscribe, you follow. I got to do a better job of getting it out there. But which I will. Give me some time. But yeah, thanks again for listening, supporting all that. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I got Styles, and I'll catch y'all next week for episode 8.